Hi guys, it's Wendy from Ask the Landlady, and I am here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate. So follow me on Ask the Landlady or check out my books on Amazon. And I also like to talk about timeshare because I also like to talk about the things you should not do if you're trying to make money or save money. And timeshare is definitely one of those. There's one of those ones that if you're in the real estate industry, people try to maybe say it's an asset or try to say that it's an investment, and it's neither of those things. So again, check out my books, never buy timeshare. And something I did want to talk about today is why so many of us get embroiled in timeshare. I mean, it's a $10 billion annual industry. It's a huge part of the hotel and resort industry. And why is everybody getting in on it? Why is Marriott doing it? Why is Disney doing it? I mean, these are big names, and we want to go. We all buy the Kool-Aid. We sit in the presentations, and a lot of times we come out with a property because we want to go back there. And it's because these resorts are beautiful, right? They know what they're doing. They put them right there by Disney, right? Or they make a beautiful resort with several pools and lots of beach access right on the beach in Hilton Head, right? If I want to stay somewhere else, I'm a block away, or I'm up the road, or I'm in a hotel room, or I'm doing an Airbnb, which that's okay, but I'm a people watcher. I don't want to be stuck in an Airbnb. I want to be at a resort. I want to see what's going down. I want to have a restaurant so I don't have to cook. That's what I want. And I think that's what a lot of you want. And that's what you want for your vacation. So we're all wanting that type of experience. And that's the way they're packaging and providing it for us. Now, savvy people know to not buy timeshare. And instead, they're going on Red Week and they're renting out the weeks from those dummies that did buy timeshare that can't use it this year, that are just trying to make back their maintenance fees, and they're just trying to unload it. Or they got in and they have a deeded week, so it's pretty cheaper for them, so they can do it. And so you're saving up your money in a different way. Let me just take it out of my Robinhood account. Let me just take it off the interest of these dividends because I didn't give the money to the developer. I kept the money and I grew the money, and I used that for my vacations, right? And so then they're getting in on these resort experiences that way. But my point is the timeshare industry really should wake up and listen to us, because we want these things. We want to do it. And some of us are still in timeshare. I'm still in it with Marriott. I know a lot of you out there are happy with your Marriott, or you're happy with your Disney Vacation Club, or even Blue Green, and some of those you're happy because you were going back and you're doing it, but you have a lot of frustrations, right? First of all, let's use this magical AI stuff to make the process easier. Because right now I'm calling in 13 months in advance trying to get my vacation when I want it, and I can't do it. And I got to call in and talk to an actual person. It has to be at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, and I'm at work. I can't do that. I want to be able to have that more flexibility, right? And AI could help all of us with this. So timeshare industry, get it together. Why are you doing this archaic, outmoded system? And let's clean up these salesman presentations, saleswomen, salespeople presentations, where they are legally allowed to lie to you, and all these non-recourse, things in the contract, where unless it's written in the contract, it doesn't happen. Let's stop preying on people, right? That's pretty simple. Let's just treat others the way we would want to be treated. You want to be lied to? No. So don't take a job and lie to other people. And that it starts at the top, because they train the people to do this and to do these hard sells. And let's just tell people about the product and outline everything there. I know as a landlady, when I have a tenant in front of me and I'm talking them through their lease, I never, ever want that tenant to be in a situation that he or she cannot handle. That's why we check pay stubs. That's why we verify whether or not they can afford the property. And then we say, you can't afford $1,000 a month. You need to find a cheaper apartment. I'm not doing you any favors by putting you in this unit. Because again, it'll come back on me, because there are consumer protections there, right? Timeshare industry, they don't care. They don't care if you can afford it. They will go after you in all sorts of ways. And what are they selling you? Air, nothing. So what do they care if you default on it? They'll try to go after you through the credit bureaus, and they'll try to do all that. Doesn't matter. There's some other sucker sitting there waiting at the timeshare thing, getting a $50, $100 gift card, and just going to sign their name to it. And they're just going to perpetually do that, because there are not enough consumer protections. If there were more consumer protections, then maybe they would care about the person sitting in front of them and say, I don't want you to be in a situation that you cannot handle, because you may not be able to afford this product. I need to sell it to the person who can, and they need to know clearly what expenses are going to happen, that there will be maintenance fees, that there might be special assessments, that it's all going to be more expensive every year, right? So those are the types of things that I think need to happen in the timeshare industry, because the resort's beautiful. I want to be there, but I want them to clean up their act. So tell me in the comments, what do you think? How do you think the timeshare industry should change? I'd love to hear about it so we can have a dialogue and make it better. Thanks. Have a great day.